Hey, we're gonna get started in just a second. I'm got the books all ready, and I'm just waiting on my phone just finished uploading to my Dropbox. Okay. So before we look at the books I got, let me get rid of that text. Boop, there we go. Let me pull up. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Oh man, I love the camera on my new phone. Let me actually pop over to my monitor here. So I was over there, when I go to Graham Crackers, I just kind of go around, right? Just go around the perimeter of the store, take everything in, see if there's anything cool. See if there's something cool that catches my eye. And looking at it now, I see like this DC's Crimes of Passion #1. Like, I don't even know what that is, but that looks like something I might have wanted to pick up because I see like Batman's going to have to go like bust Robin up. Anyway, Nightwing, same difference. Oh, look at the cool reflection on the color of the Death Metal book there. That's neat. Anyway, the thing that caught my eye here was Deceased, Dead Planet. Look at that, man. Am I the only person who bought that book? Seriously? Am I? Because, A Good Day to Die was not very good, but the Unkillables miniseries, except for the very beginning of it, was like fantastic. And if nobody's buying that, I don't know, man. Maybe he just ordered too many, or maybe that's reorders, or, we've got all this stuff going on right now, and people don't want to go out. So maybe that's it. Also, I totally took another picture. Let me click over to it. I'm just going to go ask my man, Morikyopa, if he's been getting the Swamp Thing Giants in his... he gets that stuff from DCBS. So I'm just wondering if he's actually signed up for that. Alright, anyway, that's enough of that. There we go, that's the books. I would have the curtain pulled so you could get some sunlight, except it's 8:30 and the sun has, it's done that thing that happens, every night, where the sun just kind of goes away. And it leaves all of us here to deal with life on this boring rock floating through space, hurtling at the speed of, depending on where you're at, billions of miles per hour. Oh, it's all about reference frames, man. You can pick a reference frame to get whatever answer you want if you're clever. That's what relativity is there. It helps you convert reference frames into other reference frames that make sense. All right, let's start with the 50-cent bin stuff. If you saw the title of the stream, you might be going, "You rated the 50-cent bin?" So we'll start with the stuff that I consider what I got for free. And that would be some Alterna books, actually. They were there. They're in not so great shape. You can see, like, this book, it has lived a little bit. But what they got going for them is, I think the gold means these are all second prints. And I don't know that I had second prints of these things. So I had to go check that out. See if I did, see if I don't, whatever. And if these really are second prints, then score! I might already have the second print of this one. I don't know. Actually, looking at the Mother Russia, it's actually pretty good. I don't see a spine tick or nothing on this thing. Hey, maybe I should send it in graded. That'd be funny, get a bunch of newsprint comics graded. I'm still salty about the convention exclusive cover. Because if I wanted that in whichever Kickstarter that was, that would have been like $40 to get a single floppy on newsprint, and that's just silly. It's the same cover, by the way. She's just topless, but you can't see anything. I'm just kind of salty I didn't get like the complete The Wicked Righteous. Although there's Terry Mayo just left Alterna, so I don't think we're ever actually going to see the ending of The Wicked Righteous second miniseries, which is an absolute bummer. I guess it's a good thing I haven't actually read all of it, and I haven't done reviews, because I would feel like an absolute heel if I did a review of the second mini and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing, you guys should go check this out," and then not only is it delayed, but then it just kind of ends. Hey, you are correct, the 50-cent bin was rated. Here's my free books. Some Alterna books. I got them because they were second prints. There was also a Voidwalker #1 in there. But it's the same. There's not reprints of stuff anymore, so I didn't pick it up. There was no point to it. How's it going, Eli Easy, my man? Eli Easy, my man. Oh man, you have graduated to being my man, my dude. The rest of the 50-cent bin stuff, I actually paid 50 cents a pop for. And I got it because my shop man, Sean, he wasn't there today. Picked up a few alternative books, yeah. I like most of the alternative stuff I've read. Some of it's more trite than others. Croak, Sinitis, they're kind of competent, okay horror stories. They're not amazing. Meta Phase, or whatever that one book was, that's okay. But some alternative stuff is great. The Chair is actually pretty fantastic. Red Koi. Red Koi is fantastic. You should get that #1. You can probably get it pretty cheap. Like at my shop, man, I see these things. They end up either in the indie bin for $1, you know, bagged and boarded for $1, or they end up in the 50-cent bin after a while. So you can definitely like pick them up pretty cheap. But yeah, Red Koi was pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed Red Koi. Tyler, I was about to butcher his name. I shall instead not say his name so I don't butcher it. But Tyler, his art, it's a little rough in places, and I don't always like it, the way it's constructed. But to deny the evocativeness, the power of his art, would be a complete lie. Red Koi, issue 1 is a great setup, and then in issue 2, you get a good payoff. Maybe not a great setup. It's a good setup. Like, it's definitely worth reading. It's a little horror. It's a little samurai. There's a lot of mystery. There's a lot of uncertainty. Great stuff. Do recommend. I still got to read the Swan King book that he did. Let me just slap down all these Valiant books I bought here. That's what I got, man. Sean was out on vacation or sick or something, so I got to talk with the other guy, who I've seen maybe 4 times in 2 years. I didn't even know his name. His name's Cole, by the way. So I got him to introduce himself to me. And he seemed like a pretty nice guy. I mean, he doesn't know everything about me like Sean does. Like, you know, Sean could like probably tell you deep, dark secrets about me just based on my like reading selections. Like, yeah, that guy, when he leaves, he likes to take the worst books he can find with him. Which is probably why I'm collecting Valiant and Malibu books. Oh, speaking of that, hold on, let me go to my Discord. I saw there was some activity in the comic channel, but I didn't have a chance to pay attention to it. Let's see. Oh, hey, I see you were talking in there. Alright, that's you already in your pool because it's the best cover yet. Let me, see if I can open some of this stuff up. Let's see. Oh, yeah, my little meme I made. I should open that up, too, because that's funny. Dark Wolf, and then that Wonder Woman variant. And, oh, I don't want to accidentally show my streaming YouTube window. So I need to move that over here so I can still see the chat. Oh, we are rearranging? Wow. We are rearranging windows. There we go. Let's see what El Crudo was talking about that he got out of his bins. Let's see. Show a monitor. Dark Wolf. Man, I wish I had a 25-cent bin. You know how many books I would leave with if they were just a quarter a pop? I don't think I've ever seen this before. I don't think I've ever seen Dark Wolf before. So I don't know anything about this. See, XO42, I would grab it. Great read and first appearance of a character they probably won't use again. It does look kind of cool, though. I don't know anything about this series. European werewolf mythology meets Highlander, classic, simple, effective writing style, great layouts, fun read. That's high praise. And hey, it's a late 80s indie comic, so of course it costs twice as much as the mainstream comic. Let's of the old Valiant books. Wish they would put out second volume omnis. Ah, yeah. Some of that Valiant stuff is pretty good, and some of it's kind of cringy, but I think that goes with, you know, anything. This is my stupid meme I made, because people are always trying to get me to spend money in crowd funds. This is a great match, by the way. Chris Jericho as the Painmaker versus Naito. I think they were feuding over the Intercontinental Belt in New Japan. This might have been when he just ambushed Naito, too, because I think he just ambushed Naito one day, and it wasn't actually part of the match, but that was a lot of fun. That was a fun show. Was that at Wrestle Kingdom 2 years ago? I'm trying to remember. That might have been Wrestle Kingdom 2 years ago. It was a good match. Anyway, see here. Here's that variant. Do you know? Let me zoom out so we can see the whole thing. Is this like the next Wonder Woman variant? Or a variant for like the next issue or what? Because I haven't seen this before now. And I think you might know the answer to that question. And, you know, help out anybody who's watching here. Along with helping me out, because, you know, I don't know everything. I wish I did know everything. But I don't. I'm surprised Ninja Weasel's not here. Yeah, buddy, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. Stop watching his wife play Overwatch. It's 2 issues from now? Okay. Well, regardless, it's a nice piece. I especially like the reflections in the tiara. I'm not entirely sure what we're looking at. Is this a gateway or a door right here? That's what it must be. Because that looks like a door frame. That looks like a door frame. It's kind of gilded. Or maybe, maybe pillars. It's in the previews. Yeah, it'll be 2 months then. It's a nice piece. Not gonna lie. Not gonna front. Not gonna pretend. That's not the kind of person I am. You know what? I forgot. I meant to go to Walmart today. Because I got some YouTube comments. And let me pull those up so I can... see. Yeah, Cult Film Video said Legion's Art's second issues were on stands 2 weeks ago, but they disappeared from Walmart. And I know they didn't sell out. The kids' books they replaced them with did sell out, and now it's just empty shelves. So it looks like he's going to have to get Bass Reeves 2 online if he can't find it in another Walmart. That stinks. The Allegiance Art stuff has been poorly handled, to say the least. They have burned a lot of political capital with people. There was another comment about them somewhere. Here it is. This is from Zen Comics and Art. I bought one each of the first issues, had stickers, and I tried to peel off, but I ripped them, so I bought a second set. I'm so glad mine, that I got those Legion's Arts books, did not have stickers. That was a definite blessing. Bought them when they first came out in July. Let me click. And I want to see if issue 2 was there yet, and guess what? All 8 copies of each issue 1 were still there, meaning I'm the only one in this county that bought any. I haven't been back to see if they have number 2 because A, having to wear a mask, and B, to be honest, I wasn't really overly impressed with them, and C, if they're not selling, they won't be there too long, so I'm thinking not to get into any of the stores that am I reading that wrong? So I'm thinking, he's probably saying I'm thinking that they won't get into any of the stores because I expect they'll get canceled before the arc concludes. That might be harsh, but it's an honest opinion. Of course, Brian Ball taunting me, where's my chicken book? It's at Walmart! He hurts me. Brian Ball chooses every day of his life to hurt me. Oh, and then there's this dude, I think his name's Pepin? Pepin15. And he was watching my Alien Rescue reviews, and he just absolutely trashed it. The question also never really answered. In my opinion, it's awful. At 102, why is the sign in Dutch? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wish I knew. The whole story seems incomplete and very rushed. I don't know that there even was a story in Alien Rescue. My dude, I don't even know if there was a story. Let me get back to seeing my chat. Let's see, it's in the previews. You rated the 50 cent you found in the club? Yes. I should have put Ben in that title. In fact, I'm going to stealthily retrocon that title to say I read the 50 Cent Ben. Look, I was in a hurry to get this party started, Ninja Weasel. Why is the Patriotica Kickstarter so much money? Looks like I'm going to have to go on eBay and try to find copies without stickers. Yeah. Yeah. You know, one Walmart I went to, they weren't even anywhere near where I would have expected to see comic books. It was a pain. The Patriotica Kickstarter. Oh yeah, they've got another one, don't they? I almost backed the first one, and I'm glad I didn't. I am so glad that I did not back the first one, and I'm trying to remember if the reason I didn't back the first one was because of the thing they did, or if I learned about the thing they did after I decided not to back it. But the physical book is definitely expensive. I remember those books being like 20 bucks after shipping. I'm over here on the Kickstarter looking. This is not the current Patriotica one. That's Patriotica 3. I guess Patriotica United 2 is the new one. And it's a shame because I would like to support them, but they did something that I will not ever actually forgive them for. Yeah, 19 bucks. Holy crap, let me pull the screen up. Look at this. 19 buckaroos. If I click here, plus $5 shipping, so 24 bucks for a single issue comic book. $24. You're paying $1 a page. Those pages had better be gilded. They had better have foil just like slathered on top of them. And every page needs a little signature by the artist. Like, that is a ludicrous price. Oh, I can tell you publicly right now. I will tell the whole world what they did because it's well known by people around at the time what they did. So they decided they commissioned a cover from Dr. Timothy Lim, and then because he made what was it, the Thump book? Yeah, I think it was the excuse was the Thump book that he did with Brett R. Smith. Hold on, I have that book. Let me go grab that real quick. Excuse me. I thought I had that right over here on my shelf. Yeah, there it is. And this book, even more than My Hero Macadamia, is one of the reasons I just kind of got on board with Tim Lim. And I know there's a lot of controversy and people get mad when I mention Tim Lim and stuff because I like the guy. He's been nothing but nice to me. He's been nothing but decent to me. He was on some rando stream one day, and he was talking to whoever it was. I don't remember. It was just some guy that was, you know, like playing Truck Simulator or something while they were talking. Like, not even like really a comic book stream. I guess it was a friend of his or something. And he's like, he just was like, oh yeah, you know, I kind of like that Eliza Bar guy. I don't even know if I'd said anything in the chat or if they were just talking about me for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this thing. Because he did this book, and because he's very staunch in who he is and comfortable with being the person that he is as opposed to faking it and lying, they decided that, oh no, we're going to cancel that cover. So that was like the very first Patriotica campaign, I think. It was like 2 years and change ago. And frankly, I have very little patience for people who will not take a stand. Like, I'm not even saying, like, you gotta go, like, oh, defend everything about a person. But just like, hey, you've commissioned work from a person. They're not an inhuman monster. You know, they're not like... I was about to make a South Park reference. But then I realized I'd probably get, like, banned off YouTube for referencing that South Park episode where Christopher Reeves is in it. But... like, they're not going around, like, actively, like, eating people's faces or something, you know? Like, Tim Lim is not a cannibal. So why wouldn't you use his cover? It was a great cover, by the way. I didn't even really know, like, excuse me, what all was going on. And I saw this stuff, and I'm just like, those people are spineless. They have no morals. They have no moral fiber, I should say. So that left such a bad taste in my mouth. I will never, unless I hear that there's been like a big apology or something, I will never support a Mount Olympus comics project. So that means any Patriotica books. They've got what, like Valkyries or something. Like, let me go back to this dude's Kickstarter profile and see what his other campaigns were. Why can I not click on that? There we go. Yeah, Valkyrie Saviors, Samurai of Oz. There's a lot of stuff here that I'm just not ever going to be down with, even if it's amazing, because of that. If you're a brand that has nothing going on, I don't really care. Hey, it's Peter Cimetti. Oh my gosh, I wish I was doing a StreamYard. I would pop your chat right up here, but I'm just rocking the OBS because StreamYard likes to not use my microphone. How's it going, sir? Welcome to the chat. You caught me at the tail end of a rant about some people, so I hope that this is not like cast aspersions upon you, like if you're suddenly now linked to me or something and I'm saying controversial things. Oh man, hey dude, hold up. I actually bought these out of the 50-cent bin today because they're second prints, and I don't think I had second prints of these old books. So I was like, hey, I think the gold was second prints. But anyway, I got these out of the 50-cent bin. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I need those in my collection. So it's kind of funny. You show up on the day I've got old Alterna stuff here. It's great to see you. I think this is the first time you've dropped in on my chat. So that's pretty cool of you. That is definitely pretty cool. Okay. Let's see. Eli Easy, my dude. I'm going to get back to going through the 50-cent bin stuff so I can look at the new stuff here on camera. And it was all Valiant stuff. It was all old Valiant stuff, 50 cents a pop. The books are in okay shape. None of them are like too crinked up. This one's got a little crink at the bottom. But some Exo Man of War. Some Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. I got like issues 1, 2, and 3, so I thought, hey, I should get 4. Yeah, I appreciate it, Mr. Cimetti, that you took the time out of your busy schedule of making tote bags appear and packing stuff in boxes. That's definitely pretty dope. Got some Rye and the Future Force. I like the current Rye book by Dan Abnett. It is definitely pretty dope, but I haven't seen the next issue. I don't know if it's on hiatus or been canceled or what, but it was just getting really interesting with the philosophical musings, comparing Rye to, you know, the evil supercomputer and stuff. It's awesome. Let's look at the chat. Sucks that all turns out as shops for when you're getting into Alterna. Be supportive of the direct initiative. Oh, dude, yeah. You can just go to alternaaccess.com and order the subscription there. You know, I got mine coming. I was looking around like, do I still have one of the Geminis or whatever it was? No, I guess it was shipped in a big box because I had a bunch of crap. I was looking if I still had the box around, and I don't. I don't know why I would be looking for that, because all I would do is like show my own address and dox myself, and that would be stupid. I didn't have this secret weapons. I have like up through 8. So now I got number 9. It's pretty cool. Secret weapons is a dope team, man. You know, you got the Eternal Warrior, you got Bloodshot. Like, how can you not like this stuff? But, you know, my big problem with Valiant is it always comes down to the coloring. Because it looks like somebody's coloring with colored pencils. It just looks wrong to me. And I know that's not fair. I know it's actually probably colored with like marker or something, and you know, done in a very nice style to make like the skin tones look realistic and blended and stuff. But I look at this stuff and I just think, did they color that with colored pencil? Got some Solar Man of the Atom books here, but the interesting one is this one, because last week, and that was one of the reasons I left these here on the counter before I started the stream, is I got this Chaos Effect Alpha book out of the 50 cent bin, and now I got one of the books in the series. So I got that going on for me. And then a Shadow Man book I didn't have. That last Shadow Man run from Valiant, although New Valiant is not really the same creature as Old Valiant, had like 3 issues that were cool, 3 that were crap, 3 that were cool, and 3 that were crap. It was like a really weirdly disjointed experience. Solar Magnus and Rai, yeah. I have not read a lot of Solar Man of the Atom. I gotta admit that one. But I dig me some Rai, I dig me some Bloodshot. The Eternal Warrior dude is cool. Modern Valiant's got a few nice things about it, although I think I'm the only person that buys it, so I don't know how they're staying in business. That Life or Death, the Toyo Harada series from last year was absolutely a lot of fun to read. It was deep, and you got to watch basically what Doctor Doom would do if he was betrayed by everybody around him. It was a good time. Love the colors about Valiant books. There is something unique about it. No other comic that I've ever read is colored the same way as Valiant books. It's got an oddly... Oh, God, I'm going to use a crazy bit of terminology here, but it's the only way I can describe it. It's neon pastel. That's what it looks like. It feels like pastels, like you're taking in with colored pencils or something. The tones aren't that light, or they're not that strong. But then at the same time, you get these really robust colored choices. They're just not that intense. There's nothing else quite like it on the market. Ooh. Now that would be interesting. She would belong there pretty well. I read that She and Daredevil crossover a few months back. And I gotta admit, I was not particularly impressed with the book. It was pretty good, but it wasn't as mind-blowing as the standalone She books that I have. I wonder when, shouldn't Billy Tucci be shipping his last crowdfund? I'm waiting on my She to arrive. And that's a weird phrase. And I don't think I ever want to mention it again. So, you all know me. I've been riding hard for Mirka Andolfo's art. Unnatural was an absolutely beautiful looking book. Absolutely beautiful book. Mercy is also ooh, that's pretty grotesque. That's also pretty... Hold on, I gotta find something that's not grotesque and that is safe to show on the stream, because where my thumb is now, I can't show you on YouTube. Well, maybe I could show that on YouTube. It's just kind of gross. That's not the body part I thought it was, on further reflection. But the mysteries of the universe here. Jeez, that's gory. That's gory. You know, when you have a book that's about a horrifying monster, I guess it's not unexpected that you would just have all kinds of freaky gore stuff going on at some point. And that some point happens to be today. Let's see, can I show... No, I don't... Oh my god. I can't show you any of that. And then I just try to assassinate my headset. Anyway, you'll have to take my word for it. The art's really cool. Oh god, the cover's even grotesque, man. Those are like ribs. Alright, well, you kind of get the point. The mysterious Lady Helene right there on the cover isn't what she seems. In fact, although on the cover she doesn't seem like she's human, so if you're going, that's some kind of monster, you're correct. This little girl thinks she's her mom, and the guy that was with them to keep her under control, that dude right there, is kind of, well, I thought he was dead, but I guess he's not actually dead, since he's talking to the people that were trying to kill him. So he's got that going on. And those people that are trying to kill him really are trying to kill him. Gun to the head. Mirka's art has a great style to it. It's got a little bit of manga influence in the line work. And then the colors, who's the colorist on this? Whoever the colorist is, takes all that work and kicks it up to the next level. Oh, I could have showed the first page. Mirka captures emotion very, very well. Even in kind of a non-action-y scene. There's an intensity to the line work. The panel construction, things are just slightly off. Just enough to draw the eye. These panels are not straight. They got that little slant to them. It helps draw the eye in the correct direction. It's rather well put together, I think. It's great stuff. I know somebody that like stalks her at cons. So she's Italian, she doesn't speak English very well, but she knows who that person is. And I mean stalking, not in like the actual creepy stalking way. Ooh. You know what? This is so cool, and it's out of context. I'm just going to show that. Like, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but that is looking pretty freaky awesome. So, I look forward to reading this and learning more about the mysteries of the Pacific Northwest in the late 1800s. Apparently, it was stalked by weird monster things. This explains a lot about the Pacific Northwest, I think. And the last book I got, and dang it, I can't read it because I haven't found issue 4 yet. You want to talk about frustrating things? Here's a frustrating thing. Diamond. I was supposed to have gotten issue 4, like, what, a month ago? I got a sticky note here in my book. Oh, hey, I can actually cross one of these things off because I did get Catwoman 23. There we go. But I have not gotten White Ash number 4. I haven't gotten Wretches number 6. And I thought Sacred 6 was supposed to have come out. And I haven't gotten that either. The other shippers were late on Justice League Dark. They haven't shipped that yet. I was hoping that was going to be in this week, but apparently not. So I don't know what's going on with all the distribution, man. It's a pain. And, you know, ordinarily, when, Peter, if you're still out there, man, when you were like, I'm going to get out of the Diamond game and stop distributing that way, like, I thought, this is a bold move and a little bit crazy. But honestly, you do a better job of getting products from person A to person B than the distribution companies who do. You're missing Batman 95? Oh, my dude, I think that's sold out. I think every issue of Batman for the last 20 issues is like sold out on Wednesday at my store. So yeah, if you missed that, you're kind of out of luck. You might have to go to eBay or something to pick that up. That sucks. That really does. I kind of don't want to open this up because I don't want to spoil whatever's going on in here, since I haven't had a chance to actually look at it. But obviously, we're going to look at it. So there were like crazy vampires and mythology things, and it takes place in a small town that's kind of like, you know, Twin Peaks, but not. And I don't know why people are kidnapped and hogtied inside of a mine, but apparently they are. It's kind of cool looking. Oh man, she lost her fingers? I don't even remember who she is, but she lost her fingers. That's brutal. Oh, imagine waking up like that. Shop has it, you're the Martina cover, and you're not a fan of the cover he did for 95. I gotcha. Well, you might have to settle for it, though. Good. If he even twitches, you shoot him a couple more times. We're going to just ignore the expletive right there. I've really come to like the art in White Ash, and I kind of feel like I should have backed the original. I think it was White Ash number 2 was the Kickstarter that was going on when I started getting into Kickstarter stuff. And I feel like I should have backed it all the way back there. Because it turned out to be a lot cooler than I thought it was. It absolutely did. Cool, crisp, refreshing beverage. Oh! Hey, Ninja Weasel, my dude. If you're here, that letter came back, so I gotta put it in one of my envelopes and send it to you again. Now that I have the correct address, I thought that was the address I had was the one you had moved to, and not the one that you had moved from. So that's on me, dude. I'll get that taken care of here in a day or two. And, you know, I was just trying to surprise you with it, but I guess that ship has sailed. I guess that ship has absolutely sailed. On the plus side, you know, you did have you did not have a forwarding address set up and still active, so it's still a surprise. Oh, good, yeah. You have not heard this conversation. You are not here. You're like the guild navigator at the start of Dune, man. I am not here. I can see right through you. Yada yada yada, yeah. I believe in my dude. And hey, while I'm thinking of just random stuff, if you want to check out a really cool book, you can get these books from Larry King. I own both of these. Monsters is a great little, well, I mean, you see like monsters and chainsaws. Like, it's exactly what you expect with an absolutely ludicrous cast of characters. And Rutong Adventures, I still have that on my desk. Mine got mangled a little bit in shipping. Not a big deal. Let me flip back over here. It's like manga or digest sized, whichever term you prefer. So I got to put that in my manga box, but I still got to repack a bunch of stuff. I got a million things I got to go put away. But it's definitely cool stuff. Larry King has this, what's the right term? He has an economy of lines that's hard to beat. His strokes on the page are bold. He doesn't go into like a million little hachures to shade things. He's just like, you know what? I will gray tone it if I need to, but otherwise, you're just getting this beautiful, bold line work. Now over here, we got all the emphasis lines here because you got the witch hag like yelling out. But Rutong totally just goes around and fights witches. It's just what he does. And it's a lot of fun. Each of those stories is a hoot. That's definitely worth the... what is he charging for this thing? Let me flip back over to the right monitor. 16 buckaroos. Like, you can't go wrong. And that reminds me... I need to go click a link and get a link. Maybe I have it in my email. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Oh my god, I have 47 unread emails. Where's this thing at? It'd probably be a Patreon. Yeah, here we go. Oh, well, oh, it picked up a parenthesis, that's why. There we go. Let me flip back over here to the right monitor. So, my year and a half of incessant pressure has finally worn down Brian Ball, and he is going to do a Kickstarter and an Indiegogo. I think the Kickstarter is supposed to launch first, and that's sometime early in August. He's thrown around August 1st as the date, but I don't know for sure. You'll be able to pick up the first 6 issues of Rags this way. The Uncensored Patreon re-up or second print version, whatever terminology you like, through this campaign, and then without having to go like join the Patreon or anything. And then if you'd rather use Indiegogo, he's doing the same campaign over here, so you can pick up those books and not have to pay $20 an issue on eBay, as he points out right here, without all those batty eBay fees. So if you're interested in either of those, I'll drop the link in the chat here, and you can check that out for yourself. I don't know which platform people prefer. I'm kind of agnostic. They both do their job. Kickstarter has a better search. But there are some people and some creators that won't use Kickstarter, so Indiegogo exists for them. Will the trade be uncensored? Because I'm picking those up. The trade from Antarctic Press, that trade will be censored. The deal Brian cut with AP is he would publish the censored version of Rags through Antarctic Press, and then the uncensored would be under his control through Patreon or however else he decides to release it that way. So the trade paperback coming out from Antarctic Press is going to be the uncensored one, and I believe No, I can't say that. I'm sorry. I was about to say something and I realized I probably shouldn't say it because I don't know for sure if it's true. And I also don't know if it's public knowledge, so I'm going to just shut up. But I think Brian, the gist is, I think Brian was trying to make the Patreon release like have extra like art pages or something when that happens. Like, I kind of think that was the goal. But I don't know the details, so I just said it, but I didn't say it. It's meaningless. But if you're interested in rags and you want to pick it up in single issue form, you want the uncensored, that's the way to do it. I know Brian is planning something for an uncensored trade paperback release. And he's thrown around a million ideas, and I don't know which one is true. There's also the manga digest-sized version of rags, but that only collects issues 1 through 6. I think you can just go buy that on Indie Planet right now. Hold on. Let me see if that is actually true. Yeah, you can totally just pick that up on Indie Planet right now. So if you like something that's manga-sized, you can pick this up. But according to Brian, you can only get it, if you go to get it, it only comes in 2s or something. There's something funny about it, and I don't know what it is, but you can see the price, $19.99 for a little digest size mabob. So it'll be like the form factor of this little book. So, you know, they put it up to the top of that. So there's like that much book at the bottom and, you know, a good 1.5 inches on the side. Probably be more effective if I'd like rotated the books, wouldn't it? Oh, I assassinated the camera. Oh, it's the worst. And then you can kind of see like what the size difference is. So if a form factor like that interests you, you can pick up the issues 1 through 6 in that manga format right here. So Indie Planet, and you just search for rags. It'll come right up. That was some weird searching. Beetle? Oh, I was looking for Beetle Girl or something. I think you were telling me about that. I guess that was the last time I went to Indie Planet. When is Sailor Rogalski coming up? Honestly, I don't know that there is a set date for when the Sailor Rogalski stuff is supposed to drop, except for after issue 7. So, one of the things I keep writing Brian for this is like, you need to have like firm, like this is coming out at this point type stuff, and he rarely does, because he's approaching it as if it was what the original idea was, which is kind of like webcomic format. So it just kind of comes out, you know, once a week or something, you get a new page, as opposed to all the time, and keeping a hard schedule like, you know, a publisher wants. So I'm afraid I don't actually have a good answer for when the Sailor Rag's coming out. This is a really cool pair of covers, looking at them. I'm looking at it in my preview window on my monitor over there. This is actually a really dynamic pair of covers, side by side. You have him running into danger here, into a fight, and then you have him fighting on the next cover. That's actually really cool, because that's 18 and 19. So, cool deal. I dig that a lot. What time is it? Oh, I've been going for 45 minutes. It's after 9. I think I keep umming too. I think I'm going to bounce, dude. Well, dudes, because there are several dudes in the audience, and probably some dudettes, you know? So I think I'm going to get out of here and quit talking. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Unless you got like a last second question or something, I'll hang out for a couple of minutes, but I don't want to be on here for an hour. I have other things I need to check out. Take it easy, Ninja. And again, Peter Samedi, thank you so much for dropping in on my chat. I appreciate it. That was super dope of you, sir. Very unexpected. That's like when Blake Northcott or a couple other people would drop in here. See, John Della Rose, and I think there's somebody else that's written books that's dropped in on my chat. Aside from Brian Ball, anyway. Although it's always cool when Brian Ball shows up too. Like, I don't want to be... It's not like he's Trent or anything. Shots fired. Grab some manga just to have it. Just like manga size stuff. Yeah! Manga size stuff is pretty cool. And they do sell manga size boxes at BCW, so if you start collecting that kind of stuff, you can totally grab one of them. I have one, and my few... Not new manga fits in there, old manga doesn't. I have some like Viz stuff from the late 90s that doesn't fit in there, but more modern things I'll do. Alright, you all take it easy, take care of yourselves. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I sure hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye. Seriously, thumbs up and bye-bye.